Right then, this is episode 10 of The World According to Ali. It's Sunday, 13th of March. I've been doing the write-up for the competition we did today, which was the Rumble Fitness team event, the Masters of the Sea. Me, Kerry, Leanne, Ali Crooks, we won. So yeah, wicked day, loved it. Got a really awesome trophy to stick on the gym wall, which is great. Anyway, let's do some questions. So first question I'm going to answer is Justin Green's question. Why oh why on the single battle ropes is one longer than the other? Does my chuffing head in? And you know what it does my head in too. And basically what he means is the battle ropes are uneven. So if you hold them at the ends, it's like wonky and it screws everyone up. And it's kind of funny, but it's really annoying. Right? Now then. A quick explanation. The way the battle ropes are set up is they're like underneath a tyre, looped around like a bike stand sort of hook thing to hold them in place. And they always get pulled uneven, and I then even them out. And then as soon as I even them out, people grab them, yank on them really hard. I don't know why. Why do you do that? They're not for yanking on. Anyway, people yank on them really hard, move the hook, make them uneven, but then they don't even up after that, and it happens every time, right? Oh, and that's why they're uneven. And you know, it's really annoying because it's actually quite a pain to move everything and flip it all up and blah blah blah. But basically I need to even them up again, right? Now people always come to me with these problems and go, why is this uneven, right? But they're never the ones to then go and fix it, right? And what this comes down to is fault versus responsibility, yeah? And it doesn't matter whose fault it is. What actually matters is whose responsibility it is, right? So I'll give you a kind of analogy, right? It's not a metaphor, this actually happened to me. I woke up one day in a house share years ago, right? And this guy was like a manager, in a manager position for HMV, right? And I woke up on the 1st of January, because it had been New Year's Eve the night before, obviously. And I come downstairs at about 10 o'clock in the morning, and there was actual shits on the kitchen floor, like a string of them, right? Where basically he'd gotten so drunk and he'd shit himself, right? All the way to the toilet. And this is an exact example. Whose fault was it? It was his fault. He shit on the floor, right? Whose responsibility was it? Well, it was my kitchen. Now I could have gone, well, it's his fault, I'm not cleaning it up, and there would have still been shit on the kitchen floor. Or I can go, right, well, it's my kitchen, I need to take responsibility, which is what I did, and clean up someone else's shit, which is grim. It's my responsibility, right? And so the battle ropes falls into this. Someone else's fault, my responsibility. And I've been shirking my duties and not evening them up because they just get made uneven again. But you know what? I need to man up because no one else is going to do it, are they? No one else is going to do it. Everyone's going to complain about it. And then someone else is going to ruin it for everyone else. And then it's my responsibility to fix it again. So basically this is me telling myself off, look, slap on the hand, I need to sort it, so I will sort it. Sorry. Okay, next question. What I'm actually going to do, sort of cut this short. Next two questions I'm going to answer in one, because to me they're kind of similar, right? So Angela Owen Scott asked, if you could be anyone other than yourself, and I know you rock, but get in the spirit of the question. Oh, bless you. Who would you be and why? Living or dead, real or fictional, etc. And Linda Johnson said, Doctor Who turns up in his TARDIS and says, you can go anywhere in time and space for a day. Where would you go and why? You know, I hate questions like this. Hate them. This sort of vague, the limits are taken off, you can do, go, be, anything, anywhere kind of stuff. I've never got my head around it because I don't think like that. I don't think about who I'd rather be, and I can't even get my head into that state, if that makes sense. I never have done, you know. People are like, oh, I'd rather be that person, or I'd rather be here, or I'd rather be there, or whatever. Yeah, I can't wrap my head around it. I just can't. I'm so busy thinking about what I want to do and where I want to be. That's all I can think about. So a question like this comes along and I'm like, I can't actually answer it properly. Alright. And most of the time, we're going to head into slightly dark waters here. So, you know, bear with me. And I apologise if, you know, this is not the usual happy stuff. But normally I wouldn't want to be anyone else. You know what I mean? I like what I do, love what I do, you know, and I like being me, right? But then sometimes, just sometimes, I want to be like anyone else and anywhere else. Just sometimes, you know. And it's just like that whole thing where you just think, you know what, I don't want to be me for a day. I want to just, it doesn't matter who, just get out of your life, you know. And then these questions sort of sparked off a little thought process, and I thought, you know what, actually, who I would want to be, right, is I would like to be Ali, yeah, but just Ali, right? So not Ali the gym owner, not Ali PTS Ali, not Ali the trainer, not Ali the competitor, not even Ali the father, you know, to like my daughter. Because a lot of this stuff, you know, is defined by what I do, and my relationships with people are defined by what they get out of me, and I suppose what I get out of them. But you know, it's like the service thing, you know, I'm here to serve, so people come, get the service, and then when they've had enough or they don't think it's for them, they leave. And it's, you know, it's one of them, and sometimes kind of makes you feel a little hollow, you know. And even, you know, like your daughter's love, as amazing as it is, you kind of think, well, I'm your dad, you know. I know some, you know, crap dads, and their daughters still love them, and their kids still love them. So it's a bit of a given, you know. So then sometimes I kind of think, you know what, I'd like to be just Ali the person, right? And would anyone notice me? Would I exist in anyone's mind, you know? That's going out there a little bit, you know. Are you purely defined by what you do and what people can get from you? Are you purely defined by, you know, how people use you and how you serve them? Is there anything else? You know, I'd like to think there is, but you know, sometimes I just kind of think, I don't know, you know. And yeah, so you were probably expecting an unexpected answer, but you probably weren't expecting that unexpected answer, you know. And yeah, one of them. But I tell you what, my head has been a bit of a mess recently. There's been a lot of stress, and there's been a lot of stress, and there's been a lot of stress like sort of leaving in a way, you know, like my head's empty, and then there's this void, and then you get questions like this, who would you rather be? And I'm like, I don't know. And yeah, so this morning I was feeling really like, ooh, empty in the head, and then I went and did that competition, feels so much better, you know. And then you get a little bit more sense of like who you are, you know, and how you define yourself, right? And a lot of the time you are just literally defined by what you do, how you apply yourself, you know, and how you serve other people. And is that wrong? No, it shouldn't be, you know. So yeah, don't know if that answers your question to any satisfaction, but that's literally the only answer I've got in my head. So if you don't like it, tough. See you later.